Singapore Defence Minister Chun Sing has called on countries to update international norms, build flexible coalitions, and strengthen domestic cohesion to navigate a more fragmented security landscape. Mr. Chan also says countries can no longer view security threats through a purely military or geographic lens. Sherlyn Seah reports.
In the final plenary session, Singapore Defence Minister Chun Sing said the Shangri-La Dialogue has provided a valuable platform over the past 2 decades for leaders to speak frankly, listen carefully, and find practical ways to work together. He said this matters even more today at a time of heightened instability. He said the nature of conflicts is evolving, beginning with how it now goes beyond geography. In an interconnected world, conflicts in Eastern Europe and the Middle East, for example, have already affected global supply chains far beyond those regions. Mr. Chan says conflict also goes beyond just military firepower.
While conventional military conflicts were previously largely defined by military capabilities, today's conflicts reflect the interplay of multiple dimensions of power, from weaponizing economic leverage to contesting narratives to waging lawfare to shape global rules and norms.
He added that conflicts are no longer just about yesterday's or today's disputes, but also about setting frameworks for tomorrow's contests. These may involve access to vital lifelines, as well as how to harness new technology while putting in place effective guardrails. And as conflict evolves, he said responses must also adapt, especially as the international system of rules and trust comes under pressure.
Heightened uncertainties erode business confidence, deter investments, and ultimately slow growth. All this then shrink the space for domestic politics and international collaboration, stifling growth further. This will soon become a negative spiral. For our nations and economies to thrive, we need stability, predictability, undergirded by rules and norms. Foregoing all these for short-term political gain would undermine our long-term collective security.
Mr. Chan recommended 3 main responses. The first relates to principles, where he highlighted international law as a critical factor in rules and norms. He cited the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, with recent developments in the Strait of Hormuz reminding why maritime rights matter. In Singapore's case, he pointed to the Malacca Straits Patrol with neighbouring countries, saying freedom of navigation requires practical cooperation from multiple stakeholders. The second response involves partnerships. Mr. Chan said more flexible and issue-based arrangements are needed to complement multilateral cooperation. Only then can countries build trust in areas like cyber and AI, as well as critical underwater infrastructure. Mr. Chan's third response was on politics. He said trust abroad requires confidence at home, describing domestic stability and external collaboration as a double helix that must reinforce each other. To this end, he underscored that Singapore will continue to do its part to contribute to global stability. He also called on all attendees to leave SLD with a renewed commitment to continue working together to address all these challenges.